Good morning, everyone. It is almost 7:30. I woke up 20 minutes ago, and I wanted to show you what I usually do, my morning routine. A coffee is already warm. I'm just gonna prepare a cup of coffee for me, and I'm gonna read the word and basically start preparing for the day. For me, 7:30 it is late. It is really late, but last night I went to sleep at almost 12, and I it is very hard for me to not sleep at least 7 hours. And since today I'm still working at home, I just decided to rest. Tomorrow though I have to go to Madrid, and the day after I usually have to go a couple days a week unless something happens and I have to go less or at least one more day. And it is a flexible thing, but it is not a flexible thing. It is a fixed 2 days office. But we all have in mind that if something happens, we have to go another day, and that's okay. So I had to go tomorrow, Wednesday, and the day after, Thursday. So today we are gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna show you what is my routine while working at home. Let's prepare a cup of coffee. Hey there, it is a new day and it is Thursday. Last time I vlogged, I think it was Monday. Tuesday got busy. Wednesday I had to go to Madrid to the office. Today I was supposed to go to Madrid to the office, but the train wasn't working, and I'm very used to that. Like, I don't know about where you live, but here in Spain, the trains just don't work very good. They used to work really good, but not anymore. The administration just decided not to invest in this really vital things anymore. So every time I go to the office, I usually go 2 days in a row, but I always bring back with me the computer, because so many times has happened to me that the train is not working, and if it's not working, I'm gonna be super late to work. And they're super nice to me at work. Like, they won't tell me anything. They're fine. They know I'm responsible, that I'll do my job, and it's okay. But for me, it's so frustrating since I can work from home. So I just don't make that mistake anymore. I bring with me my computer the moment the train is not working and I feel I'm not comfortable, I don't feel safe in the train. I just leave the train. I'm not gonna be waiting here for 1 hour or two until you decide that the train is working. So anyway, I was supposed to be in Madrid today, but thank God I wasn't. I was working from home, but the day was so busy. The moment I came back from the train station, I just started working. Then lunch, then keep working. But done working, and today I'm gonna bring you with me to go for a walk. I want to show you a little bit where I live and the countryside. I'm short sleeve. Oh my goodness, it's really spring and the weather is so amazing. I'm so happy. This when autumn comes, I'm like, this is my favorite season, but I think it's spring. Seriously, spring, I love it. Like, days are longer. It's just such a nice weather. Summer, I don't like it. It's too hot. The center of Spain is like the desert. I really don't like it. I have a very bad time. Thank God this year we had the AC on the floor. I don't know how you call that, honestly. But yeah, like the fresh air is coming off the floor, so we're gonna stay fresh. Yeah, I'm very happy for that. I'm very excited to try it. But right now, it's just anything is working because the weather is so good that the heaters won't like activate, and the AC is not needed, which is amazing because you save energy, you save money. And my husband and I just love opening the windows and even the door, because I need to make a tour of my house, but I have a private patio. It's a private patio, so I can leave the door open and no strangers are coming in, because we have the entrance of our house and then we have a bigger entrance where you would come out from the street. So obviously while we are at home, it's okay to leave it open, but I obviously wouldn't do it if I was not at home, just in case. But yeah, we're gonna go for a walk, but before we went for a walk, I decided that I'm gonna show you the renovation project that we have on the first floor. All houses in Spain are very strange, and this is a family home. I don't know how far it goes in our family, but I'm pretty sure that my family built this, but I don't know who did it, basically. I just don't know. I know it's from the 1920, but it could be earlier. That's how far I could track it. I could keep tracking, but I don't have time for that. Like, you really need time and patience for that. So I cannot do that. And so I'm gonna show you what my husband is doing down here. My husband and my dad, they're working currently on this floor. Right now, they're not here. My husband is working. He is right now working part-time with my dad because we need to finish this renovation project. So it is much cheaper for him to work part-time and then come here and do the job that otherwise a professional would have to do. We keep our expenses as low as we can, even though some months are a little bit stretched because we have to invest in material, maybe tools that we really need. It's not just by choice, we really need those tools to keep going. And it's still cheaper than just hiring someone. But it is cheaper, but it's a much longer process. So this is what my husband and I have been going through for 1 year and a half, fully. Like we've been 1 year and a half, like all in this project. At some point, my husband wasn't even working. Actually, for most of the time, my husband wasn't officially working. He was kind of working, but he had to stop to be full time in here because the house required it, and we had a limited time also because we work with 2 architects and we cannot keep them waiting out of respect for them and because we just don't want to depend on anyone. So basically we are officially over with them. They're just doing one last certification and we're done with the city hall and everything. Every major project is done. Now comes the fixing of the walls and one roof that they're working on that I'll show you right now. Let me show you. Okay, this is the main entrance of the house. You will come in here, and here is the living room and open kitchen. This is an area that is gonna be all connected. Right now where I stand will be the living room, okay? And in there it will be the kitchen. Our idea for the living room is on that wall there will be a couch. Either it will be our L couch that we have or will be another couch that we have and a little chair in there. And in here we'll put a chimney that we already have that will make the whole space real cozy. And my husband and I don't have a TV. It's not like we are not open to it. We might have it in the future, who knows? But we feel like TV steals time from us and we'd rather just not have it because it's very easy to sit down and just turn on the TV instead of just grabbing a book, right? So if we want to watch a movie or a TV show, we'll just get the computer and watch it, right? For me, an ideal situation, it would be to have a TV that you can hide when you don't want it anymore or put it back just for movie nights. I'm also open to having a projector. I think that's so cool, having a projector. I don't know, I think it's so much better than just having a TV. But I'm not a TV hater. I love movies, I love TV shows, I love YouTube. So yeah, but by choice, we rather not having a TV, so there's not a space for it. It's perfect. And I found on the street this really cute coffee table. I was searching on the internet as secondhand coffee table, but there were just no pretty ones. And I didn't want to just go on IKEA and spend 200 euros on a coffee table. So I just waited. I was like, when I have a coffee table that I really want, I will just buy it. I'm not gonna just buy it to have it out of necessity because I don't need a coffee table. It's just very cool to have a coffee table, but it's convenient to have a coffee table, but I don't need it. So I was gonna wait and I found it on the street. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm very happy that I found it, but it needs work. My dad loves working on wood, so I'm gonna leave that project to him. If I think that he's very busy, I'll try to start this job. It honestly needs a few touches, but I love it. So, yeah. Okay, let me show you the kitchen. These lamps are gonna go. Maybe some people will love it. In fact, some people came here and say, "Oh, I love it. Are you gonna?" No, I'm not gonna keep them. If someone wants it, I will give them to them because I really don't like it. They don't go with the style that I'm going for. So in here is gonna the fridge is gonna go the fridge. In here is gonna be like countertops and sink area. And in here is gonna be the cooking area. It's gonna be a gas cooker. It's gonna be the first time that I have a kitchen with gas, so we'll see. I think I would like it. Let's say it's not as convenient as having a kitchen with electricity, but last year and at this time of the year, the whole electric system shut down here in Spain, and we were one whole day with no electricity. And thank God we had a kitchen with gas. We didn't need electricity for that. So that saved us. That really saved us. I was very thankful for that. And I learned my lesson. If something wrong happens in the country, I have my cooker. I have my cooker right here. I will have gas for emergencies. Obviously, if it's a long-term thing, then what can I do, right? But for emergencies, it's so amazing to not depend on electricity. It's not a huge kitchen, but we had to work with what we had. And in here, I want to put a table that is not very big, but it has the possibility of opening up if guests come. That's what I would love to have. And let me show you the pantry area. It is very messy right now because my husband and my dad are working on the walls. Actually, the story about this room is this was a much bigger room. There was no wall in here. My husband made a wall, and he put an old window from the house that we thought it was. We thought it was a cute touch. We obviously have to restore it, but we thought it was a cute touch, and it would allow the light from the living room to come into the other room. Because like I said, in Spain, all buildings are built in a really weird way. I don't understand. Like, they didn't have to follow regulations back then. They just did whatever the heck they wanted, right? So they built a room with no window. And I know why they did that is because at the other side of the wall of this room, there is another house. So you cannot open a window there. Behind here, there is in Spanish it's called aerotermia, is the machine that works the AC system, the heater system is all together. Maybe one day I will explain what it is. I don't have the technical words and I really need to also understand. It's not that big. I don't know what my husband is covering. It's just in that corner, but it's not supposed to be that big. In here, in this part, I want to put the washing machine. And I also had the choice to put a dryer. Now, I'm not a fan of dryers. And dryers are a very new thing here in Spain because we have good weather throughout the year. Even if it's cold, we are still so used to hanging the clothes outside and they will dry with no problem. Or even inside the house with a hanger, I will just put the clothes and they will dry up with the heat of the house. So we really don't have a need for a dryer, but I like to have the choice of having a dryer. Here, it will go the washing machine and then up there the dryer. But again, I don't know if I want it. I don't think it's good for the clothes. And I've never had it in my life. I know in America, even in England, it's a thing that you guys don't know how to live without. But in here, almost everybody don't have a dryer. That's a very new thing. That's a thing from our generation. The millennials, the Gen Z, whatever. other generations are, newer generations, but the older generations, they didn't have it. Only exceptions, only people that have maybe that were a little bit more modern or had money. Not that we were poor, not at all, but we just didn't need it. It was a way of living. All this area will be the pantry area. We don't need a ton of it. And look at these tall ceilings. This house has tall ceilings, and it's like this all over the house. It is like this all over the house. We love it. We need to restore it though. They need to be restored. They don't have a good aspect. But yeah, it's dry. You see that color is dried. There's no humidity in here. And all of these cables is from the machine that I was talking to you about. And obviously all of this will be covered. But yeah, there are so many projects that we're just going little by little. We will be painting these walls. They look a little bit ugly right now. My dad is working in them. But yeah, they really need to be finished up. And the most beautiful thing here are the floors that I cannot show you right now because they're covered, they're being protected. Let me see if I can show you a little bit. Yeah, this is the flooring that I chose, and you can't imagine how beautiful it looks. And now we're gonna go to the main room. I know it is a little bit weird that there's not even a corridor between the kitchen and the bedroom, the main bedroom, but it is what it is. We worked with what we had, but this is a huge bedroom. So, again, huge ceilings. My husband and a few friends put that huge, I don't know how you say that, viga up there. And it was crazy. And we put that in there. We wanted to secure the floors upstairs. Yeah, it was a safe thing to do. So we're gonna cover that with maybe a fake beam. But again, the beautiful ceiling that we need to restore. This one it needs restoring. I don't know how difficult it will be. And in here you can see there's a hole. It will be covered. This needs to be covered. There will be a wall in here. The bed, it is cornered in there. I don't like it. But as you can see, the outlets are in there. My idea is that once we put the wall in there, we can center the bed a little bit, and then it will be like more aesthetically beautiful. Because what do we do with this? You cannot do much with this area. There's not that much space to work with. So I think it's better to just put the bed in the middle of the wall, and this being just the bed area, because this is a very big room. Why would we need to make the most of every single area? Okay, and then honestly, I don't have a lot of plans. I don't have a lot of plans. The ideal thing for me would be to put a wardrobe in this wall. It would be like a corner wardrobe, but I don't know how well that will work. But we don't have that much of a choice. There's not many more walls that we can work with. And in here, maybe I would put a little table, a chair, a place for me to get ready, to put my makeup on, to put my creams. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or maybe even a desk where I can use my computer if I need to, or write, or haven't given a lot of thought to this area of the house, because for so long it was a project for a future that I couldn't see. This part of the house needed so much work that thinking about decorations, it was something that wasn't even in my mind. There were so many more things that we needed to think structurally, that decorating wasn't a thing in my mind. Like for me, it was like, we need to make this place habitable, and the rest it will work out. Obviously, certain details that will matter in the future, like the outlets near the bed, are important to me. An outlet in here, and we have another outlet in there. We have another outlet in there. I don't know why. I don't even remember. I don't care. I'm not the kind of person that cares so much about every single detail. I'm really not. And now let me show you the bathroom for the master bedroom. This is a door that was in the house already, that I'm going to restore. I didn't want it at the beginning, but now I think it's very beautiful. It's a glass where you can see it's a window, like a glass, and it's beautiful. I'm just gonna paint the door, make it beautiful, and that's it. I'm gonna reuse it. I'm not gonna buy a new one. Okay. And this is the bathroom. It is huge. In here, the sink, toilet, and shower, and the beautiful window that I was talking to you about. In here we have to cover these tubes, but oh my goodness, this flooring, I'm in love. It's different from the pantry, but the same style, and I just love it. It's the most beautiful thing. I wanted the floor to be the first thing that would pop out when you come in. I think that's a very Spanish traditional decoration. I think the floors in Spain are very llamativos, especially when with very traditional houses, and I wanted it to be that way. When we were thinking about this house, we obviously wanted to give it a more modern, practical take, but we wanted to respect the essence of the house. So that's what we are trying to do. This is gonna disappear. This cannot, like, it is so hard, we cannot get rid of it, so we're gonna have to cover it. I think in English you call it popcorn walls, popcorn painting. It was a thing. I don't know when it became so popular, but people loved it. What can I tell you? I'm pretty sure that there are things that nowadays we love, and that in 10 years or 20 we'll think, what was I thinking about? Okay, my little cat. My little cat. Oh, I'm gonna let her in. She's so nosy. She never comes into this house, into this floor, unless I come in here. I love that. She loves me. Hi, baby. Come in. Now I'm gonna show you the rest of the house. We are gonna come into the old kitchen. That is not a kitchen anymore. In the past, you would come in here and you would be in the kitchen, but we decided to put a little corridor in here. We put these walls in here because we wanted an access to the rest of the rooms. And yeah, I think this was very smart. And this old kitchen is gonna be a small bedroom, maybe for future children, guests, maybe a studio where I would be working. I don't know. It's filled up with stuff. It's overwhelming, but yeah, my idea is that we definitely need to change this door, because you cannot even lock it, and I don't think it's meant to be an outdoor door, but it was cheap and we needed it. The size was what mattered to us, because the size of this door is very weird. Like I said before, in the past, they built in weird ways, and this is no different. The bed would be in here. I would hope it's not just a single bed, but when the moment comes, I will decide if if a queen size can fit in here. Just in case a couple wants to visit, we love to host. And okay, here would be a small wardrobe, built-in wardrobe. And I would put a desk in there, in that wall in there. You cannot do much more in here. Okay, so you cross the corridor to the rest of the bedrooms. And here is the master bedroom. Like I said, there will be a wall in here. This nook in here, I'm gonna use it as a wardrobe for coats, basically. I don't have more ideas for it. I don't want it to become a storage area. I just want it for coats. Because right now upstairs, I don't know where to put them. I have another idea to fix that problem upstairs. And then this would be bedroom number 3. And we call this bedroom the cave. It feels like a cave. If you can see these walls, this house is built with this material. In Spanish, we say adobe. It's like barro. I will put the word in English so you can see it in the video. But this kind of material makes this house really cool in summer and warmer in winter. This material makes it feel like you are in a cave. And in a cave, the temperature is almost always the same. It doesn't matter if it's winter or if it's summer, it is a room that stays fresh. And it happens a little bit like that in this house. I'm not gonna lie, if it's really cold, you just feel cold in here. But you definitely notice the difference. If it's really cold outside, it's not that cold in here, and the same in summer. My husband and my dad are working on the ceiling. We decided to reuse the old beams from the old roof, and I thought that was so smart because this is not cheap. This is really not cheap in Spain. What they are gonna do in here is these are gonna be the beams, and on top of them, we're gonna put just more wood. We decided that. And in this part is where a bed is gonna be. We decided we're gonna leave this stone uncovered. I think it's very beautiful. We obviously are gonna make it all work. Right now it doesn't look good, but if you have a little bit of vision, you will see the stone and then the rest of the wall covered properly. And in here, do you see this dirt? I think they're dirt bricks. I'm not sure. What I would love in here is not necessarily just cover it, but obviously cover the parts that are very ugly, but maybe paint or put a nice material over the bricks, but that you can feel the bricks, that you can visually see it. I think that's a very nice touch. And in here, on top of this, we're just gonna put drywall. It is a lot of work trying to cover it. And my husband just fixed this wall in here. I'm thinking of a desk in there to work on a computer, study, writing. And this was originally in this home. So we love it, we respected it, we just make it look prettier. And now we're gonna come into the second bathroom. This is the bathroom that everyone will use in this house. And it needs a lot of work. So when my husband uncovered this wall, we thought that it was such a beautiful wall, we couldn't cover it. So he restored it and he left it natural, which is so beautiful. And okay, the shower still needs the glass, and this was in here originally. Oh, sorry for that. It is a little wardrobe for the bathroom, which I think is gonna be so useful. And the toilet, there's a broken toilet that they kept in here for just in case they need to use it and they're very dirty, or their work is in here and they have an emergency, they need to use it, right? The window and the sink area is gonna be in there. These walls are just gonna be covered. We were gonna take the tiles off, but we're just gonna cover them. I don't know how that is gonna work. My husband knows. He told me. And yeah, this is the flooring, like the one that we have upstairs. And this is the end. This is a project that we're working so hard to finish. And actually, we are gonna have to be living here for a week. Hopefully the 3rd week of May, because we have family from America visiting, and we are gonna let them live up there, and we're just gonna live in here. We're gonna prepare the private bathroom, the bedroom area, and of course a little space in here for cooking. We might just get a cheap fridge for us to have it, or I must just invest in the fridge that we need to be here. And I didn't say it at the beginning. I started saying that this house is very weird, the way they built it. But the second floor and the first floor are not connected. This is just one house. It's the same house, but it's 2 houses in one house. And our idea, it is to rent one of the apartments. But in the near future, I would prefer my parents living in this first floor. They're thinking about buying a house here, but I don't know if that makes much sense. But we'll see if they can find a house near us. Then yes, then we will rent one of the apartments. If not, I honestly would love them living here. And for me, it's very important to have my family close to me. In the future, I hope in a very long future, when my parents need help, I want to be there for them. I want to take care of them. I don't want them going to any residency. And I understand that there are families that have no other choice. We had to do that with one of my grandmas, and it was a very hard decision. But we tried and we couldn't. My parents were working. We were just not giving her the best of attention. But my idea is that I will be completely free for them, to take care of them. That is my idea. But as you already probably know, when you try to plan something, sometimes it works the way you wanted it, the way you had it in your mind. But so many times it's just so not that way. So not that way. For me, in my head, I had to be finished with this house a year and a half earlier. And we're still going on. But our plans were those, and it didn't happen that way. And that's a hard lesson to learn. Only the Lord knows what's going to happen to you in the future. It's good to make plans, but we shouldn't hold on to them very tight, because disappointment will come into your life, and even bitterness. And that's something that I've learned. I want my parents to come near me. I want to take care of them, but I'm also not going to worry too much about it. The Lord will open the doors that He needs to open, and will close the doors that He sees fit. And I'm very happy with that. Even though it's hard, I'm happy with that. I'm content. think I'm gonna have a long walk because my husband is about to get home. I want to receive him. I don't want him to feel sad because I'm not there. Maybe I will also go with him for a walk after this. I will just walk a little bit by myself and then go get him. We can go somewhere else. I love going for walks with him. It forces us to just stop, to not get distracted with things that need to be done at home, and we just talk and we're just like two best friends. And I think that when the spring starts, the good weather hits, all of us start feeling motivated to move more, to get healthier, and I definitely feel that way. More seriously though, because I really want to take care of my Hashimoto's. I really want to heal it. I don't want to stay with those antibodies my whole life. I know it can be healed. I know I can fix it if I stay disciplined. I feel like I am more or less disciplined with my health, with the food I eat, and I'm getting so much better. With the food, but I think I need to step it up and maybe add exercise in the mix. I really don't like sports. I really don't like exercising, but I need it. I need to burn the toxins in my body, and I think that I need to exercise not because I need to burn calories. Honestly, not because I want to get thin. That's a bonus if I can lose a little bit of weight that is not mine. If it's mine, I want it there. I don't want it to go. Because then when you stop and you don't exercise as much or you don't eat as disciplined, then you regain everything and it feels depressing. Just if I can lose whatever extra weight that my body doesn't need and is not mine, I'm okay. But it's mostly about feeling good, about staying healthy, about taking care of my disease, and I think it can be healed. What I have to do is to implant in my life long-term lifestyle habits that won't require me to make an effort or won't feel like a punishment or something that is medical. I would also like to start doing a strength training, definitely in my house. I cannot go to a gym. I don't have time for that. That would be very hard to do with the limited time that I have. Maybe in the future when I quit my job and I'm not that busy, I can do it. But for the moment, I would just buy some weights and start doing workouts from home, because my back hurts. My back is very weak, and because my back is very weak, my back hurts. Even my head hurts because of the back pain. It is a very toxic cycle that I need to break, and I hope this is a year when I make very serious long-term decisions that will change my life and my family in so many ways. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm gonna end the video here. I'm so grateful for you guys watching my videos. Whoever is watching this, thank you. This is the third video that I record, and I'm so happy to stepping out of my comfort zone and sharing these things and talking to the camera. I never thought that I would be that kind of person. I thought I wasn't able, and I'm not. And I'm very grateful if you're watching this, and if you appreciated what I shared with you, just like the video and maybe subscribe for more videos like this. Well, I hope that you have a blessed weekend, that you have time to rest, to disconnect, to watch a movie that you like, to go for a walk, to visit a friend, to have a romantic date. I hope you can do all of those things, and I'll see you soon. Bye.